So this is our final product. Notice we have a bunch of extrusions and sketches and 2 fillets. We're going to start off by creating this bottom plate, and then we'll create this area back here. So in this situation, we do notice that this is not a full square. Our front view has a value of 1.415, and then our side view will have a value of 1.2. Alright, so let's go to our top view. Let's create a sketch on our top plane. Let's go ahead and create a center point rectangle. This is centered right at the origin. Let's go out like this, and we accept. Keep in mind I am in inches, so make sure you use inches. So as I said earlier, right now we do not care about dimensions. Let's just go ahead and draw out whatever is going to be on our top plate. So we do have a circle here. We have another circle here. This circle is not centered at this horizontal line. I'm going to add an ellipse that is vertical to the 2 circles. We'll just place it here, and we'll make it like that. So now we're going to use a mirror tool. Let's mirror our 2 circles and our ellipse about this vertical line. Let's accept that. Let's make sure that these 2 are equal to each other, making these equal as well. And now we accept. So now we're going to zoom out. And what we're going to do now is do our first extrusion. So we're selecting this plate. And let's just make this at 0.2 inches. And accept. And now I'm going to create another sketch on top of this plane right here. This will help us to create this vertical piece. So once again, I'm on sketch 2 and I'm on this plate right here. So face of extrude 1. Let's go ahead and use corner rectangle. Let's view our top view. Select this point and select this. Alright, and we accept. Now we're going to extrude again. And we're going to extrude this rectangle that we just created. And as far as the dimensions go, 1 inch is fine. Go ahead and accept this. So now we're going to go ahead and create these 3 circles that we see here. Let's go ahead and view our front view. Let's create another sketch right on this face here. Let's select center point circle. Let's place it right here, vertical to the origin. And then we have 2 other circles that are smaller, which are horizontal to this point here. So notice this point is horizontal to this center. And now I'm placing another circle, which is horizontal to our larger circle. And then these 2 are equal to each other. And they're also symmetric. Notice they're symmetrical about this vertical line. Alright, and lastly, let's go ahead and select our line tool. And let's place a line from this corner up here. And we can adjust these later. And then another one here. And these 2 lines will be symmetric as well. So go ahead and select them, click the symmetric tool, and select this vertical line. And go ahead and accept. Now we're going to perform another extrusion. So go ahead and select extrude, remove, and we're selecting this face, circle, this, and this. And notice we're going through all. So once again, select blind and click through all and accept. So at this point, we've created the bracket, but the dimensions are completely off. So now we're going to clean this up slightly just by adding a few fillets. So now we're going to use a fillet tool. So let's go ahead and select this edge, this other edge here, and then these circles here. And that pretty much sums up our drawing. Oh, let's also select this area here and then this one here. And we're pretty much good to go. So go ahead and accept this. So in this section, we're going to take some time and actually add the dimensions that we see here listed on our top view, our right side view, and our front view. So let's go ahead and start by angling. Let's start off by creating the square for our bottom plate. So let's go to sketch 1. Reorient for the top view, zoom in. So the max width will be 1.26. Then the max length down here will have a value of 1.415. Let's zoom in. So recall that if these are in blue, we can just manually move them around. So I'm moving these. All right, so before we continue, let's add a vertical constraint from this center point to this center point. If I move this, everything moves now. All right, let's zoom in this view. So I'm going to add a dimension for the diameter of the circle. So one circle will have a value of 1.12. The width of this ellipse will have a value of 0.12 as well. And then the height of the ellipse will be 0.36. I'm going to move it up a little bit just so it doesn't look too awkward. So let's select the center of the circle, the edge of this wall. We're going to add a value of 0.135. And notice everything moves accordingly. The distance from the center of the ellipse to our bottom wall will be 0.194. So 0.194. And then the distance from this circle right here to the bottom will be a value of 0.653. And then the distance from the center of this circle to the bottom face will be 1.021. And notice everything is blacked out. We are good to go. So let's accept this. And let's actually make our ellipse a little smaller. It looks kind of awkward right there. So let's make it a value of 0.3. It's too close to the edge of the wall. All right, we're good to go. So now we're going to adjust our extrude. So this is the thickness of the plate. Notice the height of this plate from a right side view is 0.04. So let's go ahead and put that value for the depth. So it's 0.04. And accept. We'll go to sketch 2. And that is the width of this right here, this rectangle. So we're going to add a distance between this line and this top line. And that'll be a value of 0.04. And we accept. Let's go to extrude number 2. And we'll add a value of 0.5. We accept. Let's go to sketch number 3. So at this point, let's drag everything down and move it a little closer. So the diameter for the center circle will be a value of 0.25. And then the diameter for these small circles will be a value of 0.128. And the distance from this point to this point will be a value of 0.79. The center of this circle and the center of this larger circle will be a value of 0.323. So let's go ahead and add that here, 0.323. So let's add a distance between the center circle and this line up here. And it's 0.212 and hit enter. And we're good. Notice that our fillet's all automatically adjusted. Everything's rounded off. And that is pretty much it. Anyways, thanks for watching and check out the other videos.